What's happening, people? Welcome back to another video. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. If we're just meeting, my name's Connor Wells. I'm a photographer and videographer. Now, if you're like me, running your photography and videography business requires a lot of use of this, your mobile phone. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you some of my favorite apps that I use pretty much every day when it comes to editing photos, editing videos, and running my photography business. So let's get into it. So for context, not all of these apps are going to involve the editing and content creation process. Some of them are strictly business, and some of them are literally tools to help you capture photos better and easier. So the first app that I'm going to share with you that I use pretty much every day is this, the Leica Photos app. I have here the Leica Q3. This is my favorite camera. It's an expensive camera, but it was worth every penny. If you want to hear my thoughts on this camera, I've made a video. It'll be on one of the cards surrounding this video. Now, the Leica Photos app is honestly the best app I have ever used in terms of phone to camera connectivity. I used to shoot Canon and used to have the Canon Connect app. It was so buggy, so delayed, it would just disconnect randomly. I currently shoot Sony, the Sony Bridge app, or whatever it is, the Sony Creators app. It just won't pair with any of my cameras. They're all on the latest software. It will just disconnect. And when I do pair it to try and use it as like a monitor or download the photos, it is so slow. Now, let me connect to my Leica Q3 right here. My Leica Q3 is currently off. I have literally now just woken it up. It's woken up the camera, which is incredible. Love the fact that your camera can be off in your bag. You don't even need to get it out, and you can just connect to the camera's Wi-Fi. It's pretty quick, depending on how many photos you've got on the SD card. That will also determine how long it takes to prepare your gallery. But this is hands down one of the best apps ever. You can do software updates from it. You can add the Leica looks to it whenever there's a new Leica look available. I recently added the Greg Williams one. It's just a black and white one. Really contrasty, really crunchy. I really like this look. I've been using that, and I did that all through the Leica Q3 app. Now, like I mentioned, I've shot Canon before, I've shot Sony before, and all of those apps, it takes ages to download the photos. Even with something like my Sony ZV-E1, which only takes 12 megapixel photos, those files aren't going to be massive. But with my Leica Q3, these are 60 megapixel RAW files, and I can download them in seconds, from JPEG to RAW to JPEG and RAW. Import them into Lightroom, and it's fantastic. As you can see here, I've got some photos on here already downloaded, and I can just access them whenever I want. And these are the RAW files, the full 60 megapixel RAW files, which is absolutely nuts, and I can just grab them whenever I need them, as long as my camera's nearby and with me. Another great thing with the Leica Photos app is you can use it as a remote. You can use it as a monitor when you're filming video with the Leica Q3, which is not often, I will admit, but also you can use it as a timer, and you can monitor yourself if you're taking photos. You can download the photos, obviously. So this is a really great app. Highly recommend you get it if you have got a Leica camera from Leica Q2, Leica Q3, one of the SL cameras. They're fantastic. It's a fantastic app, and I highly recommend any Leica shooters to get that app. Now, that is an app that helps me take photos and helps me shoot. Obviously, I'm not really going to post the photos unedited, so the next app that I use to actually edit the photos is, of course, Lightroom. Now, hot take, I have never used Lightroom Desktop, Lightroom Classic, whatever it's called. When I started my photo journey, I jumped straight into Lightroom CC because it's super easy to use. I noticed there's much more updates that come to Lightroom CC, and also the ability to have it all synced from my desktop to my phone from wherever in the world. I can download everything. It's all stored on the Adobe Cloud. It's fantastic. So for example, I was shooting an event across Europe. I was editing some bits on my phone. Here's the gallery there from this day. And I was editing the car, sending them straight from my Leica to my phone, edit them in Lightroom, and then when I get to the hotel, connect to Wi-Fi on my laptop, all those photos are already synced. It might take a bit of time because they're RAW files and it's hotel Wi-Fi, but they're all there. They're all there, all synced. So obviously I store all of my photos on Lightroom. I've actually upgraded my storage to 3 terabytes because, you know, these Leica files are pretty chunky. They fill up quite a lot of space quite quickly. So I've upgraded from the 1 terabyte storage plan to 3 terabytes. It's pretty reasonably priced. So fair play to Adobe there. I've got all of my presets saved on there from various creators to my own presets as well. And you've also got all of the AI things as well, which, you know, is pretty cool. So I can relight a subject in there. You got adaptive portrait, so I can, you know, do some basic retouching to people's skin, eyes, hair, all that sort of stuff. You've got adaptive blur background, so I don't know, let's say you've taken a photo on an action camera which isn't going to have depth of field and you want to blur the background a little bit, you've got that. You've got all of the Lightroom presets, like the premium sort of section for just editing your photos if you're a newbie. It's fantastic. It's a really good app. Everything is synced to there. I can export in the full resolution, or I can export in the lowest resolution image. I think it's a must-have for any photographer to have Lightroom. Obviously there's other photo editing apps, but I think Lightroom is the app that people use. It's a really intuitive app. They're always updating it, which I love. So yeah, Lightroom I pretty much use every single day. It's always open, always draining my battery. So that's my second app. Now, the next app that I use to actually publish my photos is this app right here. This one here is called Unfold. Now, I think I've mentioned Unfold in other videos before, but let's get it open. It's made by Squarespace. Now, the first thing, let's get into one of the big reasons why I use Unfold, aside from publishing and posting my photos in really, really cool templates, is bio sites. You've got your own like link in bio kind of thing, and these are fully customizable, really, really great looking link in bio things. You get analytics, you can get sales reports, you can see your audience, you can see emails, you can run ads, I believe, from it. You can post all the links. So if I want to direct someone to my website to book a shoot with me, I can do that. If you want to promote your Lightroom presets or promote your YouTube channel or your podcast, there's special links for all of that as well. So if I scroll through mine here, so I've got a whole bunch of links here, which is really cool. I've got wallpaper packs, all different affiliate links for YouTube, all that sort of stuff, and all of my socials on there as well, and a little biography about me as well, which is really cool. But the main thing I love about Unfold is the amount of templates there are. You've got Instagram Reels, Instagram posts, carousels, TikToks, you've got square photos, you've got stuff for YouTube Shorts, YouTube thumbnails if you want, X posts, Snapchat. There is something for every single social media platform. And they've recently just started doing some collabs. They've got one here with Short Stash, which is really, really cool, like editorial kind of style. You've got, let's say you're a product-based business, you've got promotion here, so you can promote your services. They've got grid, classic. Classic is one I use quite a lot. It's nice and minimal. I really like that. And these are fully customizable. They can be animated, they can be just static, you can add music to them, text, all that sort of stuff. If I wanted to change the background, at the moment I've got one that I'm using, it's just one of the paper ones, but if I want grain, I've got all different colours there. If I like a bit of glitter, you've got glittery ones, and then you've got the main ones as well. I'm going to put this back to paper. You can add text, all that sort of stuff, and like this one here, fully animated, just gives your Instagram stories a little bit of pop, makes them stand out a little bit as well. You've also got Instagram Reels as well, which is very cool. There's a whole tab for that, all different ones here. So let's try this Film 3D one. Very cool, very cool. Movie scroll, great for video there. That's also another thing, you can add video into Unfold as well. It's not just limited to photos, so that's quite cool. You've got paper, you've got grow, quite a slow one. I probably wouldn't use that. Well, that's pretty cool actually towards the end. That's pretty cool, very eye-catching. You've got editorial here. Probably wouldn't use that one. I'm not a big fan of the editorial stuff. Photo booth, yeah, pretty neat. Now, the next app I use, and I don't use this one too often, but every so often I will post like my settings that I use on my photos. Now, you can just type out your settings from f-stop, shutter speed, white balance, the camera you're using, the lens you're using. You can type all that out, but that can be a bit time consuming and tedious. So I use this app here, which is called Photo Summary. It's this little blue one there, very, very cool. So I'll click on that. What it will prompt you to do is select a photo. So let's select a photo from my gallery. Let's go with this one of the lavender field. This was shot, oh, there we go. You can already see this was shot at f1.7, probably a little bit wide open for what I should have been shooting, but I've got f1.7 now, I'm going to use it. 1/10,000th of a second shutter speed, and then ISO 100. Also shows the camera, which is the Leica Q3, and then the lens, which is the Summilux 28mm. Now, what you do is click next, and it will show you all different ways that you can showcase the settings on your camera. So you can have it, small font, you can have it big font, you can have your website and your Instagram handle and the copyright onto it. You can have it like completely blurred, you can have it take up the whole of the screen, which I probably wouldn't do. And then you just got blank ones, which is like, PNG kind of thing, blank background. This one here, actually, I'm pretty sure is new. That's quite new, so it's sort of in the center, and then you've got takes up the whole of the screen if you really want to showcase like what settings you're using. I think that's a really, really cool thing to have. If people regularly ask you, what are your settings, what lens were you using, what camera were you using, and you can post this along with the actual photo on Instagram as a carousel, or put in an unfold template and it can be an Instagram story. Really, really cool app. It's a little bit niche. Like I say, I don't use it all the time, but it is a really cool app to have if you want to showcase your settings and just help other photographers out with questions that they may have when it comes to what lenses you use and what's your shutter speed. It's a pretty cool app. And the next app that I use every single day is this app here, which is called Captions. This app, I'm pretty sure, has a new feature, a new update every single day. This is sort of like a best kept secret. This app is absolutely incredible. It is so good. Like, there is so much you can do to it. Let's go to the toolbar. So you can obviously import your footage and add your captions to it, but there is so much more. You can add B-roll, you can animate your captions, you can add photos, you can add digital zooms, you can add AI music. There are things called AI creators. So there'll be people who have, given themselves to AI, and you can write a script and have a random person saying it in whatever accent, whatever language you want. It's pretty nuts. You can record AI adverts, so you can post a link to a product that you've got, or a product that you're needing to make an advert for, and it will make an advert for it. Fully script it out. You can adjust the script as well. Very, very cool. You can translate stuff, so you can dub your voice to speak in Spanish. It's nuts. There's a teleprompter. This feature here is pretty sick. It's called AI Shorts. So if you're one of those people that runs an Instagram account that like reposts like shorts from other people's videos, that's going to be a really good tip for you to have here. Post the video and it'll generate like 5 or 6 like AI shorts that it thinks are viral clippable moments, and you can edit them to your heart's content. Next up is script. You can give it a prompt, figure out what template you want, whether it's for TikTok Reels, YouTube, advert, a sales pitch, email letter, dialogue, essay, speech, you name it. It's got pretty much everything. Give a short like script description, some keywords that you want it to say, tone of voice, so professional, casual, serious, funny, all that sort of stuff, length, short, and it will generate a script for a video for you and give you a teleprompter as well. Which is super nuts if you don't want to, buy a big teleprompter to go on your camera, because they can be pretty expensive. You can do the whole Reddit to video kind of thing, where it'll do the AI voice. It'll have like Fortnite or Subway Surfer or GTA playing in the background for, peak brain rot there. I've used that once. The video actually did quite well, but there's me, encouraging TikTok brain rot there. But there we go. It's a really cool app. I use it all the time. My favorite feature is AI Edit, which is so cool. So let's say you've just got a basic talking head video and you want to give it a bit of spice, but you're not the best editor. Now you can import that video and it will do an AI edit. Have a look at this here. So all of this in that timeline, fully adjustable, is made through AI. It does the zooms, which is pretty cool, the text, all changes, the B-roll there, all done by AI. Very, very cool. And it just gives your video a bit of spice. There's transitions, there is sound effects, there's so much you can do with this app. I use it every day for client work, for my own videos. Sick, cannot recommend it enough. There is a free version, there's a paid version. I get the paid version, it pays for itself, it's so good. Another app that I use every single day for helping with my photography business is Wix. Now, not sponsored at all. I use Wix to do my website, to do my invoicing, sending quotes and proposals to clients, just a whole CRM kind of thing. Wix is absolutely fantastic. It's what I use all the time for running my photography business, from managing my website, seeing how my Google page is performing, chasing clients for invoices, there's emails and inbox kind of stuff on there. I can put together a price quote and mark an invoice as paid. It's a great app. I can't really show too much on here because this is like my professional dashboard, but it's a great app to have. Everything I can do on my desktop, I can pretty much do on the mobile app as well, which I really love. The final app that I use every single day on my phone when it comes to photos and videos is obvious really. It's the photo app. There it is. I like the new logo. I'm on iOS 26 now, so the beta software is a little bit buggy, but I do like the liquid glass kind of thing. It's pretty cool. It's a cringy name, but I really like the new design of the photo app. You know, you got the sort of click there rather than swipe up for all of the settings. So, you know, for exposure, I underexpose my photos by one stop just because I like the sort of darker look, and iPhones tend to overexpose everything anyway. You can choose your aspect ratio all just by a tap of the button there. You got your filters, which, you know, I don't ever use. You've got live photos, which I always have turned off. You've got timer all there. You've got spatial if you've got the Apple Vision Pro, whatever it's called. You've got portrait mode, of course, as well. Your video, all of your settings can be, you know, dialed in up there. It's just such a great photo app. I like I say, I use it every day, from taking selfies to family portraits to filming a quick video that I can then bring into the captions app, or taking a photo that I can bring into unfolding, just give it a bit of spice. Every app that I use sort of links and connects to another app. So there we have it. That is every single app that I use every day to run my photography and videography business from my phone. Let me know if there's an app you think I should check out, whether it's like an AI app, a photo app, video app, or in terms of running the business, an app related to that. Let me know in the comments below, because I'm always looking for new stuff to, you know, make my life easier and get from A to B quicker and easier as well. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to hit like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.